Right.
Is the mic working? Okay.
I actually have two questions real quick. One, there's a lot of moral ambiguity about the augmentation and everything, and that's a big concept, especially for a video game. How are you going to handle that?
That's a good question. You will have to play the game to have the answer.
Don't want to spoil too much.
No, seriously. What we really wanted to do, since we have 4 gameplay pillars, you have stealth, combat, hacking, and social. We wanted to provide the players with different options depending their playing style and whatnot. And when it comes in terms of disabling enemies, it was important to us to really let the players choose how they want to approach those things. So therefore, with the takedowns, with the weapons, we have a lethal approach, non-lethal approach. It's going to play a certain role also in the story, how you get through the end of the game without going into the details.
If you kill NPCs, they don't have anything to, you know. No?
Yeah, yes, I know. What am I doing? So what was really important is empower the players into deciding whether if they should kill people or not. And the morality is part of the game, but I think also it's all about giving the tools to the players to figure out by themselves their own morality.
And my other one, we saw that the AI, when he came by the crate, he kind of wasn't too smart. Is that because the game difficulty was a little lower, or because the AI...
This code is about more than 3 months old. We're still debugging, we're still tweaking and everything. What we do is basically, there's a threshold where realistic and non-realistic, it becomes frustrating or it becomes fun or not fun and things like that. So we're trying to balance it, like reproducing reality is not always necessarily exactly what you want. It can be really, really difficult and whatnot. So it's trying to strike the right balance between having a good time, like feeling the tension, maybe you make a mistake, then you're able to recover, that kind of thing. So we're still debugging, we'll continue to improve, but it's always to kind of keep that kind of fine line between them.
Yeah. It's already much better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Go on, Matt.
Yeah, I was just wondering, I know in the previous games, what was someone persistent, people you killed, weapons that were dropped would still be there when you revisit areas. Is it going to be kind of like that, or are you even going to be revisiting areas that you've already gone through?
It's somewhat a linear game in the sense that the story beats tell you where to go, when, etc. There are some places that you're going to go back and things like that. But as long as you're into a section of the game, for instance, we have city hubs, and which they have different missions and whatnot, and all the people you kill, or the loot that you put in one spot, and you go do another mission and you come back, it's still there. You can take it back again. So it's somewhat persistent.
It's built really just like the first one in that sense, a lot like how the missions are. Nikki?
Yeah, I noticed that in the cutscenes you could actually hack people. Like it looks like they can control people. Is that something you can control everyone, or just people with augmentations, or is that going to be like a major gameplay element within the game? Or
actually, it's not part of the gameplay. It was really a part in the story that now it's just a teaser. Yeah.
It looked really cool.
Thanks.
Thank you. Taking notes.
Now, I'm personally expecting the PC version.
Yep.
Are there any specific differences between the PC version and the console version that don't necessarily make it better, but are more tailored to the PC? And also, will there be DirectX 11 support?
The answer is yes, there are particular things for the PC, and the complementary answer to that is we're going to talk about those things soon.
And DirectX 11?
It should be supported, yeah.
Excellent, thank you.
Alright, so I was a huge fan of the first game. One of my favorite things to do in the first game was to get the sword and run around like a maniac.
And then never die again, ever.
Well, yeah, I mean, I got my augmentations to the point where I had like, a ton of health, and I just, as fast as I could, chopping down doors. Now, is there going to be that level of variety, and is there going to be a sword?
You knew this was going to happen.
There's going to be a lot of variety, and you might be able to run around and kill people.
Is there a sword though? It's so awesome. And what's in your arms?
I won't tease you. There's no sword in that game. Let's wrap it up.
Question over here.
Hi there. Human Revolution is obviously a prequel to the original Deus Ex, and that game is more than 10 years old now. And we've had a lot of technological advancements since that game came out. I'm just wondering, how hard is it to make a prequel not be influenced by recent years of technology, things like the internet and mobile technology? They still have Human Revolution being a prequel and not kind of overstepping the technological bounds of the first game.
The answer to that is it's kind of funny. We didn't really, to be really honest, we didn't look at do we want to be less technologically advanced as the first one or equally technologically advanced as the first one. What we did is that we really did our homeworks about where technology is going to go in the next 20, 30 years. We bought tons of books about the technological curve and all the Ray Kurzweil stuff, and we met with some specialists as well in transhumanism and stuff like that, who would come once in a while at the office and talk with us and look at what we're doing. So our angle was more about let's make something that seems to be credible for the next 30 years, really. And at the same time, we had a bit of fun because it's a video game, so we pushed some of the boundaries, obviously, because, it has to be fun when we develop those games, and it has to be fun for you guys as well. Obviously, it's well known that in the game now that there's a city that has 2 levels. Is that possible for 2027? Honestly, I don't know. Maybe not, but, we felt like doing it, so we pushed some boundaries. So really, I think for us, it was maybe more important to put those technologies within the framework of where things are probably going to go than maybe making it perfectly in tune with where technology was. For example, our TVs today are, big TVs, and in the first one, they're still kind of 4:3. So it's kind of like a paradox there.
Thank you.